Welcome. I am Rama, and I'm here to share with you about the month ahead for the astrology of February of 2020. If you know my work and you know me, you know that I'm about to depart on a very massive pilgrimage to the land of Egypt. It will be my fourth journey there. And I wanted to take some time before I depart and just share with you about this astrology and reach out, because I've been sitting with a number of people in private sessions over the past, for some time now, but just really watching the energy build for people over the past week and a half, watching the intensity build, seeing it build in my own life, and feeling into the sobriety that we're all kind of sinking into, a whole new level of sobriety since that Saturn-Pluto conjunction that we had in January on the 12th of January, right after the big eclipse. And that was a full moon eclipse in Cancer. And as I'm recording for you today, it's February 1st. And we're in a whole new season of rebirth. We're at the exact midpoint between winter solstice, Yule, and spring equinox, also known as Ostara. And this season of Imbolc is a time of great renewal, of stepping through this gate of emergence, of stoking these creative fires. We've been these tender seeds deep in the earth, and now we're like starting to stretch and move and getting ready to start to make some energetic forward momentum, really taking our choices, our actions forward in the world more and more. The creative fires are being stoked, and it is a really beautiful time to create right now. Given that we're still under the guidance of the Aquarius new moon, which happened last Friday. And that energy is still alive and available for us. We're in this Chinese New Year of the metal rat. It is said to be prosperous for all animals, most animals very prosperous. So it's really a time of taking one step in front of the next, and knowing that part of this sobriety that we're all facing is that there is a death, there is a destruction that is happening for each one of us in our own personal lives, in our ancestral lineage, in our family lives, in our communities and our friendships, and then the world at large. We're seeing a lot of different areas where there's destruction, where there's actual death, and it is a lot. It is immense. It is truly immense. And this is cosmic weather that we in our lifetime have never witnessed. There's no one on the earth that's witnessed it quite like this. And it is very much, we're coming to the end of this dark age, and we're getting ready for this rebirth. And as we are rebirthing on a great collective level, there's still a lot of destruction and a lot of darkness. And those old paradigms are really clenching on, hanging on with all of their might, as much as they can for that last gasp of air. And so as they're hanging on to us, we are them, they are us, and they're in our psyche, and they're hanging on. They don't want to budge. They don't want to change. And we want to change. So it's this inherent push-pull that we're all feeling. And this month is going to be, there's going to be some pressure. There's going to be some pressure. Mars is moving into Capricorn, and we'll be going across all of the sensitive points we've been feeling into that Saturn Pluto conjunction, Jupiter in Capricorn. And Mars is all about action and vitality. And so Mars is going to want to put this energy to work, want us to really start to make some shifts in the outer world. So it's very positive. But also Aries is a sign that, you know, is totally down with some conflict, and Venus is going into Aries, and then we'll be squaring these different Capricorn points. So it is also going to feel very uncomfortable, and there might be some uncomfortable moments or confrontations or conversations that need to be had, or you might witness it in the world at large. And so I share this because I think it's important that we know that as much as there's pressure, there's also, this is the process. This is the process that we all have committed to be here on earth for now. And it is challenging. It is brutal. It is very sobering. It is very overwhelming at times. And it is absolutely beautiful. And it is absolutely all in divine order. And so one of the things that is going to help us the most is as we learn to meet the pressure. Because for so many of us, we weren't taught how to handle pressure. We were taught to kind of collapse under it, or to, you know, go to different addictions that we witnessed in our lineage being passed down as a form of working with the pressure. And in these times, we are remolding, we are reshaping our psyches to know how to meet the pressure head on, which means how to breathe into it, how to expand, because we know here in this polarity planet at this time, you know, life on earth is the polarity, and the pressure is not going away right now. And so we want to learn how to meet it so we can actually in some way welcome it. So when it occurs, we can learn how to surf those waves more and more. And this time of Imbolc is all about creativity, really stoking these creative fires. I wrote about it in my weekly Venetian Love Notes, which you can find out how to sign up for in the comments here. And also when you go to my website, there's a way you can sign up for those weekly written love letters that come to your inbox. But I was writing about the creativity that is available for us now. And in this time, as we're stirring beneath the soil, it's really important that we also know that our mind is a projector. What we create in our mind, we then project out into the world at large. And so what is so important is, as things intensify, that we keep coming back to ourselves, that we keep coming back to our practice, and that we keep coming back to nature, that we keep coming back to Mother Earth. And as we ground into the earth, and as we anchor and ground into ourselves, then we're coming back into that stillness and that wholeness. Because at the end of the day, this right here is the only thing that we actually have control over, is how we are in the world. Everything else is out of our hands. So one thing that has just been coming up again and again and again and again is that daily practice is absolutely 110% non-negotiable. So I'm offering this, these words, this video, in hopes that if you're not already on board with the daily practice, that perhaps you'll feel inspired to be. And on my YouTube channel here, I've got some great meditations. I'm always growing the library. I know it's super it's super low budget, super low tech. And there are some others out there that are much more high end and high tech out there. And we just, we gravitate towards what is going to feed us, right? And, whatever you connect with, that's where you anchor in. And in these times, it's just important that we really know where our support systems are, so that we know how to be taking care of ourselves, because that's really, really important. And so what we're seeing this month with the astrology ahead is it's going to continue to be a breakdown of different power structures, a breakdown of that old, outdated patriarchal paradigm. And with this Saturn-Pluto conjunction, each one of us is getting some form of a payout. So where we've been putting in the effort, where we've been really working hard, we will receive. And so it is, it is time. Like if you're not already on board with that part of your chart, whatever house the Capricorn planets are living in, particularly in that about 22 to 26 degrees Capricorn, that's where you want to plug in, and that's where you really want to be doing your work. And this is all about really having discipline and integrity and accountability. Later on this month, we have the Leo full moon. I'm just looking at the exact date because I didn't have it pulled up, but it's Sunday, the 9th of February. And that Leo full moon is, it's a wide conjunction, but Mars is widely conjunct to the galactic center. So there's going to be this opportunity to really connect into that great cosmic womb of creation and to download, to receive transmissions that are being broadcast from way out, very high frequency, genius solutions to the things we are facing here and now on Earth. And with the sun and the sun in Aquarius and the moon in Leo at 20 degrees, it's a beautiful time for creation and for creativity and to be thinking about humanity and how we want to give back and the mark we want to leave on the world and what is our divine spark? What is this light that we came to share here on the planet in this time? And really finding a way to connect to the heart as a portal to the divine. And that's something that I've written about quite a lot in my Venetian love notes, is how our heart really is a time travel device. It is our ability to move through time and space. It is our ability to always be connected to source. And with this full moon, we have a real beautiful opportunity to connect in through the field of the heart. And if you know much about the Taurus and the way, and when I say Taurus, I don't mean the bull Taurus. I mean the Taurus, it's spelled Taurus. It's the way the field of the energy travels. And the Taurus from the heart can actually wrap around the planet multiple times. So my heart sitting here right now, no matter where you are in the world watching this video, our hearts are able to connect through this field. So this Leo full moon coming up is a really powerful, creative time to work with the field of the heart. And there's a lot of Pisces energy with Neptune in Pisces and Mercury in Pisces. I'm just pulling up the chart really quick to look at it while I speak to you. So, and Mercury will be going retrograde right after this full moon. Actually, sorry, it's a little bit later. It's on the 16th, depending on what time zone you're in. But Mercury will already be in the shadow of retrograde. So Mercury in Pisces, it's tricky because Pisces has a hard time finding the words to express all that they're able to feel into and experience, that great collective oceanic wisdom. So to put words to that can be very challenging, but to express it in other ways, through music, through dance, through poetry, through whatever kind of creation you want to create from your projector, from your third eye, we have this ability to really work through the third eye and work through the heart with this Leo full moon that's coming up. And there's also asking of us to really anchor in more into our spiritual courage, which is very, very essential for these times. So I'm sharing this with you because I'm going to be in ceremony with the women on this pilgrimage from the Sphinx on this full moon. And we will be absolutely, absolutely working with some powerful heart meditations to send that field out from the Sphinx, which is so connected to the sign, to the constellation of Leo, really beaming that out through all of the different Tauruses, through the whole earth plane. So if you are inspired to be in meditation with us, please, that is absolutely welcomed. And if you want to have a little more of an exchange about it and let me know that you'll be meditating with us, please send me an email and I'll just also help bring you in as well energetically. So yeah, it's a big month, and I really felt like it was important to just kind of drop in and share this information with you all, because I've been sitting with a lot of people over the past 10 days, just really going through it. And I can feel a lot of people like, it's like that sensation of almost wanting to give up, but not really going to, but wanting to. And so this is the time where we just anchor in deeper. We anchor in deeper and we keep going the best that we can, and we show up every day, and that meditation practice is non-negotiable. So if you're interested in learning one, starting one, I've got a lot of videos here on my YouTube page. I also have on my Patreon page the Star Walker transmissions, and I always offer a Kundalini Kriya and meditation that we can work with for the month ahead. So the astrology of this year, it's massive, and there's a lot more to come. And so we want to pace ourselves. It's like we're in a marathon. We're not here to like figure out all of the world's so like all the solutions to all the crises overnight. This is really about being in the marathon and being in it for the long haul. And so that means like pacing yourself and taking really good care of your body, taking good care of your nervous system, like eating well, sleeping well, taking baths, taking cold showers, doing like massage before you do the cold shower with oil. And I have a whole write up about that on my website. You can search cold showers. But these are all modalities to keep the nervous system really strong. Drinking lots and lots of water to flush everything through you is very important. And we still have 5 more eclipses to go this year. We have a number of squares coming up with the asteroid goddess Eris. She is all about discord and calling out that which is not working. And we still have the conjunctions of Jupiter and Pluto, and we're building up to this major, major cultural renaissance on winter solstice of 2020. So I am really grateful that you took the time to watch this video. I hope it's supporting you. I hope that you find some other things on my YouTube page that can be of benefit. Please feel free to email me if you have any questions. And I wish you all the best, and Satnam.